Hi everyone, this is GadgetGirlKylie and this is a video review of the Sony Playstation Vita. So I won't read out the product specifications on this video, I'll just put that in the video description. So if you want to know about them, then just check out the video information on this video. So let's begin. This is the PlayStation Vita. It looks nice sleek black. Nice large screen, dual analogue, D-pad and the traditional triangle, square, circle, X buttons. So the buttons here are smaller than on a DualShock, and obviously the analogues are smaller as well. Some people have complained about this, saying they feel that they're too small, but personally I think that's forgivable considering it's a handheld console. I haven't found them too small, I quite like the size of them. The only thing I will say is the select and start buttons are very small. There's been a couple of times I've been playing in the dark, so not in daylight, this hasn't been a problem, but in the dark I found it a bit of a struggle to find which button to press to pause the game. So that's probably just going to take some getting used to. So let's flip the device up here. So on the top to the right hand side you can see two little circles there. Plus and minus to volume they are, and then you've got these compartments here, which I won't open on video because it's really difficult to do so from this angle, but basically this compartment has a connector inside and it looks like the connector to the PSP 3000 where the camera connects. I haven't tried this yet, so when I do I'll be sure to do a video if it does work. But whether this is for backwards compatibility with PSP games like Invisimals and such like that, because obviously if you download a game like Invisimals, I'm not sure if it's just going to use the camera that's already in the PS Vita itself, so whether that's just to secure backwards compatibility I don't know, or connect something that Sony are developing at a later date. So talking about the camera, you can see just here is the front camera, and then obviously on the back it's there. So back to the top again, and this compartment is where the Vita cartridges go. If I just get a box now I can show you how small the cartridges are, which I was really shocked at. So that's how small the cartridges are, pretty tiny, so you're going to have to be careful not to lose them. So that's how tiny the cartridges are, and how small the boxes are as well, which you're probably not going to be able to see that good on the video anyway, but they are really small boxes. So we've got the on button here, and we've got the right shoulder button and the left shoulder button. The sides are blank, and then on the bottom we have the charger, and we have the microphone and headphones jack there. So it doesn't have a HDMI, and I have a cable for my PSP 3000 I think to connect to the TV and play using the TV screen. So it doesn't have that either, so whether Sony are going to bring out some kind of cable for that. That's probably a little bit of a minus for me. I would have thought that you'd be able to hook this up to a TV screen and play it in general. I mean, I know you've got remote play, but that's a bit different. So for me that should have been on the system. So other than that, it's lighter than what I thought it would be. It does have some weight to it, but it's not, you know, amazingly heavy, so it's quite forgivable considering the technology that's inside. I mean, it's heavier than the PSP 3000, but not by much. And I think the 3DS is lighter, but with the add-on slide pad with the 3DS, that is a lot heavier than the Vita. So, you know, I think that's a forgivable point. So I'm just going to turn this on now, and it's not on standby, so you'll be able to see how quickly this turns on its own. So just hold that in, let go. So I'm really impressed with the quality and brightness of the screen. I think it looks gorgeous. amazing screen for handheld. And this you can see in front of you is the screen you get when you first turn it on. I don't have a wallpaper yet, so it's just blank. And you've got the date and time, so to get off this I just swipe. And then we're on the PS Vita screen. Now it just did that because I've got Wipeout in, so it's just like registering the cartridge inside, so it'll always do that if you've got a game in. So these are the bubbles, you've got your menus here, and as far as customization goes, if you want to customise, just hold on to it, drag and drop, so you're completely free to move these bubbles around on the screen where you want. And if you want to delete something, just tap on it and press delete. But I don't want to delete Facebook, so I'm not going to. So I can understand why Sony have gone for this, considering the generation is really heading towards tablets and applications. So this seems to be Sony's answer to tablets, a tablet look on the Vita anyway. These bubble type applications that they've got. I mean, you either love it or you hate it. I mean, I really like it. I think it's fresh, it's fun, it's nerdy. I think it's really cool. I like this system. But if you don't like this layout, you can just press the PlayStation button here, and it takes you to these folders. I don't know why these are blank for me right now, because I've not had the Vita that long, so I'm not sure why, but I'm guessing things should be on the folders. Maybe that's for open applications if you've got multiple applications running, I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's another view anyway. And you can see up here, battery life, time, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And then you've got this little corner here, so if I just tap that, that'll bring up recent notifications on the Vita. Like near, say it's saying 58 people playing nearby me, and people that have come online, because my account's linked to my PS3, it'll tell me my PS3 friends online as well, recent trophies I've got, recent news for games I've got, so that's a really nice feature. And these are all my games here. You can see Monster Hunter PSP game just there. I'm not going to show you PSP gameplay on this video. I'll do another video about that, comparing Monster Hunter Unite on the Vita to the 3000. So if you're interested in that, then just check out my videos. This is just a video on the Vita itself. So I'm going to show you the PS Store here. Just press start. So it's a nice store. Obviously it doesn't have too much on it right now, which is a shame, but the Vita's not long been out, so that's to be expected. So this is what the store looks like for the Vita. All the tabs here, traditional tabs we see like on the PS3, and the added ones here are social. So this is where you download things like Facebook, Live Tweet, which I'm guessing is something similar to Twitter, and Music Unlimited, which is actually new, that wasn't on there the other day. So I'm guessing the applications will get more up to date as time goes on. There's no news on whether Netflix is going to be coming to the Vita yet, but I guess it will be at some point. So you've got PS Vita games as well, which are all here with the star reviews and how much they are. So obviously if you want them, just click on it and then press buy and download. A little word of advice here, right? With Rayman Origins, I bought Rayman Origins on the PS3 a while ago. It was before the PS Vita came out. Now, when I was getting the Vita, I thought, oh, it's cross-platform play, considering, you know, I'll be linking the Vita to my PS3 account. I should be able to download Rayman for the Vita for free, since I've already bought it for PS3. But it's not giving me the option to do so. You can see that it's wanting to charge me £30. I mean, I don't really know much information about the cross-platform play. I mean, I heard that if you buy one game for one console. If the same game's on the other, you should be able to download it for free. To support cross-platform feature, you shouldn't have to pay for the game twice. But that's not the case here. That hasn't happened with me. I don't know whether that's going to update at a later time, or if that was a myth. So just to let you know that I have Raymans on the PS3, but it won't let me download it for the Vita for free, so that's something that's a negative. So I'm going to come off the store now, and you can see you've got party chat, which is amazing considering the PS3 couldn't have party chat, so that's a nice feature. Your friends list, so you can see who's online. Trophies, so it will tell you all your trophies. Now, something I have noticed is other PS3 users who also have the Vita may have noticed is when you go on your PS3, your percentage will have increased with whatever trophies you've gained on the Vita, but it won't show you the Vita games on your PS3 trophies. It won't tell you what percentage is in each, if you get me. So even though on the Vita I can see my PS3 trophies and I can click on them and see what trophies I have yet to get, on the PS3 I can't see any of these Vita games at all, but the percentage will still be the same and my point, you know, I'll still be at 7. So I don't know whether that's something that's going to get updated at a later time. Fingers crossed it will, because it would be nice to know who else has got Vita games using the PS3 and things like that. So nice little trophy application, I really like that. And Near, which I think is excellent. So people have probably heard about Near. It allows you to find people playing games nearby you, see what games people are playing. So I've already synced this today, but to sync it you need to press that in the corner and it'll locate where you are and find people around you who are playing games, but it won't let me sync now because I think it only lets you do it like once an hour or something like that. So if I go to Out and About, these are all the games going on near me now. Oh, that's recent, that wasn't on before, Shinobido 2. Which isn't online, but you can drop gifts for other players and pick them up and give each other things and that, so that's quite cool. So if I go to the home, click that again actually. There we go, this will tell me where people are in the radius. So this is a nice easy way to add people. So if I click on him now, it tells me what Vita games he's got. And I think that little gift means that he's left a gift using Near, so other people can claim that gift. I don't know whether they have to go to the location he's left it at or if they just have to click it or something. I'm not too sure, but I don't have that game, so I won't be able to claim that anyway. And you can add people through this as well, so I think the way to add them is by, well, I can't really remember how to add them, but there is a way. I don't know off the top of my head, I've not really used Near that long. But it's a good feature. Obviously for people who don't have PS3 and just have the Vita, it's a nice easy way to make friends rather than just adding people off games. So just to add people in your area, so I really like this application. You can see that how to get rid of applications is just a swipe, which is nice. So let's look at internet browsing. So I'm going to go to YouTube. So the internet is quite speedy. I quite like the internet on this. but I wanted to take you to YouTube simply to show you that the Vita, see the red message there, the Vita does not have flash as of yet. Whether Sony is going to include flash at some point is a different story, but I do think it will be coming to the Vita at some point. I mean, you can see this checkered effect. That's really not nice, but it does load quickly, so if you're not bothered by that, then that's fine. And obviously you can pinch to zoom as well. So if the internet browsing gets updated for the Vita, you know, considering the price of the Vita, those looking at tablets might want to consider the Vita instead. Because I wouldn't say the internet browsing is unpleasant, because it is fast. I'd just say that if they do update it, they need to get rid of that checkered effect, and then, you know, this really will be a good candidate to get rather than a tablet. So I found internet browsing pleasant, and it can handle intense websites. It just has that checkered effect, and obviously it does need flash. So we'll come off that now. And you can see music and videos, which I don't have any on this yet, remote play, photos, Google Maps settings, and content manager. So if you want to transfer anything from your PlayStation 3, you need to use the content manager on the PS Vita. Now just bear in mind that I have tried to, on my PS3 I have multiple accounts. I have a Japanese account, an American account and an English account. My main account is obviously my English account, but I downloaded some PS Vita demos from my Japanese account and I tried to transfer them to my PS Vita. It won't work. Whatever account your PS Vita is linked to, like mine's linked to my English account, I can only transfer things that I've downloaded through the English PSN on that account onto this Vita. So that's another negative. I mean, to me, that's going to make it really difficult for people that have imported games or want to import PS Vita games, because obviously DLC is going to be, if you get an American game, you need to get the American DLC. Now, how you're going to go about that is beyond me, because if you download the DLC through the American PSN, you won't be able to get it on your UK account. So basically, you're going to have to end up having multiple memory cards for different accounts. So to me, that's really sneaky of Sony to do that. That's a way they've gotten more money out of people and locked people to one account, which is a bit disappointing, but there are ways around it. And obviously, if you're only going to use your other accounts for a few games, you can easily just get a £15 memory card, 4 gig memory card for the Vita, and have other accounts on those memory cards, so it's not too bad. Now you can download PSP games onto the Vita, obviously, but those who have just got the Vita are going to be a bit disappointed, because the PSP catalogue through the Vita store is very limited. But if you've got a PS3, it's a lot more expansive. You just need to buy the game, download it to the PS3, and then use the content manager to get it on here. Now, I've had to do that with Monster Hunter Unite. That is not on the PlayStation Vita PSP catalogue yet. So to get Unite, you'll have to go through the PS3 to get that. So hopefully the store for PSP games on the PS Vita PSN store will get updated. So fingers crossed. So overall, I think this is a really nice system. The screen is gorgeous, the graphics are amazing, the specifications are really good. I think this is quite, you know, future-proof. Obviously, I think they'll bring out different versions of the Vita. I don't really know if they can improve the screen, but they might bring out ones with bigger buttons, like the triangle buttons and the D-pad or something. And maybe a bit better battery life, but other than that, this has got really good specs. It's tied in with the PS3 as well, so you know that good games are going to come out for it. It's just a case of when. So And I also think that the price of this is really good. When you think about when the PSP first came out, the differences in price aren't that far apart, and considering how much more better this PS Vita is specs wise, you know, it's nothing to grumble at. I mean, I managed to get this Wi-Fi Vita from Amazon with an 8GB memory card and Dungeon Hunter Alliance for 230, I think it was. And then I got a couple of other games. I got Little Deviants and Shinobi 2, all of that for 280, and then I bought a couple of other games after that. So I spent over 300 on this device, but I don't regret that decision because I do think good games are going to come out of it. So I think my score for this device is 8 out of 10. Now, it would have been 10 out of 10 if the web browsing was better, and if it wasn't locked to one account. It would have been just a perfect handheld to me. I love that it has trophies. You know, I love that it's going to support online play. I mean, things like Little Big Planet are going to be amazing on this. Just to be able to connect anywhere and play with people is going to be just amazing and mind-blowing. And it is a mind-blowing machine, considering the specs of it in the palm of your hand. So to anyone considering the PS Vita, I'd just say buy it. You're going to see lots of games coming out in the future. Like I said, it's going to be future-proof. It's not that heavy. It's gorgeous. It runs well. You know, I'm just really happy with it. So I'd say buy it, basically. So I'm going to do some gameplay videos with the Vita, and I'm going to do a comparison video of the PSP 3000 against the Vita, which I'll link in this video. So if anyone's interested in those videos, then subscribe and like my channel. This has been GadgetGirlKylie. Thanks for watching.